Hey, how's it going with the news? Tuesday, 8th of March 2022. From the papers as always. First up, New York Times, day 13, the Russian invasion of Ukraine, same all the way down. New York Times International Edition, there's that photo from Lindsay Adario that was published on the front of the New York Times yesterday from Irpin, more on that in a sec. Wall Street Journal, Russia, Ukraine, USA Today, Putin, Russia, gas prices line go up. New York Post, murder of innocents, that's the same scene from the Lindsay Adario photo, just from a different angle. Not sure if she took that one, but highly likely. Nash Post, Canada, people being separated in the Ukraine. Down here, brace for $300 a barrel of oil. Jesus Christ. I think I hit $140 yesterday before it dipped back down. Grandma from Cuba, quote from Fidel down the bottom. When men fight in a town, women can also fight, then that town is invincible. Yes, hopefully. Thank you, Fidel. Star for South Africa, ongoing corruption stuff as usual. This woman celebrating International Women's Day. Big up to all those who celebrate. Jerusalem Post, Russia, Ukraine, Israel, of course, one of the few countries that's on both sides of the argument. Supports both Russia and Ukraine, trying to be a peace broker now. See how it goes. Tehran Times, Freedom Convoy US edition. No mention of that in the front of the Yankee papers today. Curious. The Hindu ongoing election results down here. Rupee sinks to record low as oil prices spike. So the rupee has sank to a record low of 77 against the US dollar because the conflict has sent crude oil prices up and people are putting their money into safe havens such as the dollar. Going to cause big problems in India. The Australian, that cricketer died, price rises going up because of the oil shock. Global Times, China, there's Foreign Minister Wang Yi fielding questions about Ukraine, obviously. Irish Examiner, Russia, Ukraine, down here. Russian embassy to get barriers after ramming. So a lad yesterday by the name of Declan Wisely, he reversed his truck into the gates of the Russian embassy in Dublin, which were locked, and knocked him over, then got arrested for dangerous driving after that. But immediately after it, he jumped out of the truck and he started passing out leaflets, which, as you can see, are the Lindsay Adario photo that was published yesterday in the front of the New York Times. And he passed out these leaflets and said, "I done it for this lady here, this lady and her kid here that were killed in Irpin today. It really affected me last night, and I'm doing it for them, and I want to hand out leaflets of those." Something quite striking about that, the power of images. Irish Times, Russia, Ukraine, Amazon rainforest on life support. Irish Daily Mail, same story about your man ramming the gates of the Russian embassy. Irish Sun, repeating a viral video that happened yesterday, this little Ukrainian girl singing a song from Frozen, the musical, so they said, "Let it go, Vlad." Okay, same story about your man ramming the gates. Belfast Telegraph, something about recycling, price of gas going up. The Scotsman, there's Queenie, she's alive. Oh my god, meeting Justin Trudeau yesterday. She's of course the mother of Prince Andrew, basically admitted to raping an underage girl, trafficked with the pedophile dinner influencer Jeffrey Epstein, or IP. He did not kill himself, obviously, forgot to say that. The Herald, Russia, Ukraine, down here, no indie referendum while Putin kills Ukraine. Okay, that's a good way of putting it off indefinitely for who knows how long. Financial Times, Ukraine all the way down. The Guardian, Russia, Kiev, Ukraine. The Independent, 4 stories on top. Ukraine, living standards, Amazon rainforest, tourism. There's a picture from Ukraine again, sick children having to travel to Germany. The Times, pretty graphic photo there as well of a woman who was injured in shelling. Daily Telegraph, some more royals. There they are, both related to Prince Andrew, who basically admitted to raping an underage girl, who's trafficked to people by their influencer Jeffrey Epstein, did not kill himself. Or IP. Putin, Ukraine, down here. Oh, more royal stories. Prince of Wales to fund Duke's payout with loan. Apparently Charles is going to loan Andrew the money, which he's going to pay back to him once he sells his chalet in Switzerland, which he never paid for in the first place. I don't understand this story. Prince Andrew, of course, who basically admitted to raping an underage girl, trafficked the pedophile by their influencer Jeffrey Epstein, or IP. Daily Express, how COVID can shrink the brain. That might explain a little bit by why everyone is mad in the head these days. Underneath that, the price we must pay to defeat Putin. I guess it's living costs, energy prices line go up, so I guess take it on the chin, keep calm and carry on, that sort of thing. Thanks, Boris. There's the Queen meeting Justin Trudeau again. Daily Mirror, story about Ukrainian refugees not being let into the UK. Underneath that, Mick Shame. This is basically trying to cancel McDonald's because they're still in Russia, so weaponized cancellation of anyone who's still staying in the Russian market. Daily Mail, they've cropped out Justin Trudeau. Absolute maximum respect. Just the Queenie and her Ukrainian flowers. Lovely. Underneath that, Putin, the Metro, pull your finger out, quoting some lad who used to be head of the army talking about taking in Ukrainian refugees. My newspaper, UK needs to help refugees, yes. Daily Star, story about animals you're getting out of Ukraine. That dog looks a bit shook. Glad he's safe now. Just like we were saying there earlier, the power of images. We're seeing a lot of very powerful images coming out. Various refugees, people on the move across Ukraine. None, I think, more powerful than this one, which is the Lindsay Adario photo, which to me seems quite unprecedented for a photo of dead bodies like that close up to be on the front of a national newspaper, an international newspaper. And as we saw, it led to that man reversing his truck into the Russian embassy. So it invokes quite a strong response in people. It certainly invoked a strong response in him. Now, if you wanted, if you had time, you could go back to 2003 when the West invaded Iraq in a completely illegal war of aggression, and you could look at the photos that were put out then. I doubt you will find any close-up photos of victims like this. I would highly recommend you don't do that though, because people will accuse you of whataboutery and will also say you're an apologist for Putin, that type of thing. But the fact remains, we're seeing a lot of very striking photos, which We wouldn't see if the shoe was on the other foot. Anyway, Julian Assange is still in jail in the maximum security Belmarsh prison without fair trial or due process. Queen is still alive, can confirm, she's right there. Boris Johnson still the Prime Minister of the UK, and Prince Andrew is still the Duke of York. If you want to stay off corporate state social media for the day, just click the link in the description. Alright, thanks, good luck.